Hey guys, it's Clara. Welcome back to my channel. This video is a garden update. Stay tuned. So it is sunset at my household and just kind of wanted to give you a little update on what's been happening. So in this barrel I planted 3 or 4 different pea plants just to see what would happen, and they are doing well over here. I planted some peas over by the trellis, not doing so well. You'll see in a moment. I think they're not getting enough sun. But in the middle of all this mess are some beans. So we're gonna see how well these do here. It is a bit crowded, I know. And I did put these pinwheels around because I found that the rabbit really like these. Not a shocker, of course. My mom ended up giving me another tomato plant, so I thought I would experiment with this area of the garden to see how it works. I removed some of the bottom branches, and it looks like it's going to be probably 2 stems at least, and then 2 here. So 3 stems total. Mums are doing okay. I'm trying to confine the mint over there, so you can see I'm constantly weeding, pull stuff up. If you're looking for a very prolific, lots of lovely flowers kind of plant, I highly recommend what Garden Answer told me, which is the Gum Supertunias. These have been really doing very well. And one nice thing too about this pot, I had let some marigolds reseed themselves from last year, and they seem to be doing fine even with these other flowers. So I think I have, oh look at that. Somebody's been munching at my marigolds here. That's okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 5 marigold plants. I also have a geranium here. So they might seem a little crowded, but I think they'll do well in this big container. I think it'll have plenty of water. And then look, oh, these are the sunset pink geraniums, I think. And then, oh, yep, see? I wondered what the rabbit's been eating lately because my other stuff has been doing well. The rabbit's also been liking my coneflowers. You can see, if you see these very well-defined cuttings and you know you didn't do it, it's likely your rabbit. But hopefully he'll leave this one alone so I can get some coneflowers there. Some geraniums here. I've been doing a pretty good job of taking off the old blossoms, which really helps the plant develop more flowers. But look at this coneflower. Oh my gosh, that's going to be gorgeous when those flowers come in. And look at this one here. Super, super healthy. And those just came on by themselves from across the garden over here. This is probably my best sun sugar tomato plant so far. And I've been taking Gary Pilarchik's advice and narrowing the plant down to a 2-stem or a 3-stem kind of thing. So I better know which things are going to be suckers, which are not. You can take some of those suckers and replant them. I tried doing that, but I did not have success so far. So we have 2 main stems here. And then this one splits off into 2, and then the other into 2. So I guess it's technically 4. We'll see. These I did not do that as much, and as you can see, I did not take off the blossoms in the earlier stages. So they've had tomatoes come in, but because of that, these are not gaining as much height. So I might pick these soon, and then hopefully the plant will develop its height a bit. I pulled a few of those today, and this is what they look like unripe. I'm just going to let them ripen in my windowsill. This pot is a whole combination of different things. We have some sweet basil, some geraniums, some supertunias. These are, I think, like a sunset kind of yellow. Oh, I take that back. It's a Supertunia honey. marigolds, and then lemon thyme. Oh, smells so good. Even if I just do this, I can smell it. And then I pulled the other radishes too early, so I'm going to give these a longer time. Put just a few radishes here to see how they would do. And I also put radishes into this pot over here from the Dollar Tree, and I'm using the soil substitute. These are my sad pea plants. And then over here on the right here, my mom gave me a bitter melon plant. I decided to move this covering over. Originally, part of it was covering the soil, and I think there were wasps that were coming from the soil, because I'd wake up in the morning and there'd be like 4 or 5 wasps underneath the netting. So what I ended up doing was taking the netting off. I let them fly away. Then I pushed this over. But in doing so, I had to sacrifice not covering this zucchini plant. I'm going to be spraying them as best as I can with a hydrogen peroxide mixture, but we'll see how long that lasts. Again, I'm really just looking for the blossoms to eat, so it's not that big a deal, but yeah. The arugula is starting to bolt, so you can see some very skinny stems coming up, which means it's getting too hot for it. I've been watering it, so I know it's not dry, but yeah, I still eat it. And as it starts to bolt, the taste gets more and more peppery and bitter, which I kind of like, but I also have to use less of because there's only so much of that I can eat. And the watercress is still growing. I have been cutting from the kale, and I've been told that yeah, it will grow and continue to grow more young leaves as I do that. So yay. Oh no, I'm just noticing now. Why does that leaf look like that? That looks like something ate that, right? Oh, great. Yep, I'm gonna have to take a look when I'm done with this video to see. I might have to better seal these coverings. And then over here is zucchini. We'll be having some blossoms soon. You could see those blossoms under there. The vincas are doing well. These are vincas and then impatiens on the side. I also have some on the top here and then on the top over there. My mom gave me more plants. She's been a gardening fiend this year in a very positive and good way. So she gave me some eggplant. I don't have any more drainage trays, so I put them over here in the garden where there was space, in the ground garden. And then these are bean plants in this big pot. Can they do well in a pot like this? I don't know. This is the way my mom gave it to me. I'm gonna see how it does. I don't know. It kind of, I wish it had more airflow, but it's in this big pot with walls surrounding them, so we'll see. This is another zucchini plant that might be exposed. The beans are looking pretty healthy. I put stakes just in case, just because I don't want them on the ground. And then here are the Rapunzel tomatoes doing well. I've taken both into 2-stem / 3-stem kinds of things, and I tried to space about 10 inches away from the ground, lots of opening, so remove leaves, any extra little suckers that were coming in. So yeah, that is it for the update on my garden. I'm really liking it this year, just because I'm being very deliberate of what I'm choosing to bring into the garden. The one regret I have, which I guess I can't control, is that I had some pea plants that died in Arya's garden, but they weren't getting enough sun, and it went from like 40 degrees to 80 degrees overnight. So it was, you know, the temperatures were weird this year, and I'm in zone 5, zone 6 in the middle there. So yeah, let me know, guys. Have you had success with your spring plants? Were they doing well? Or are you having problems with heat? I know people all over the country are having problems with heat, especially California. The gardeners, Kelly Kim had been talking about that to on her videos. She's a big time YouTuber for gardening. But yeah, let me know how your gardens are growing. And thank you so much for joining me. Take care.